Yeah.
Fantastic. Good morning again. So, Mr. Baipai, tell me a little bit about white label solution for agents.
Yeah. So, Richard, today what I'm going to demonstrate is a blended learning model, which can be white labeled for global education agencies across the world, and they can benefit from it. So, basically, what we have here is an e-learning portal which has all these courses which are relevant across, not just in any particular country, but across the globe. Courses like the IELTS, Duolingo, SAT, GRE, TOEFL, PT, TOEFL IBT, and many more to come very soon on that. Moreover, we also have some language courses like French language courses, German language course we are launching very soon. In countries where the general population is not very adept at speaking English as well. So for those markets, we have full-fledged English learning courses, spoken English courses as well. So all these offerings can be white labeled. The website, the URL, the test engine, everything can be white labeled. The branding can be retained for the clients. They can, the student never gets to know what is the back-end product. We also provide, other than that, a lot of classroom material. So for the classroom material, which is one of the most important factors when it comes to, go ahead with blended learning. So blended learning has a digital capability and also has offline capabilities. So for the offline capabilities, we have, material in the form of books, in the form of pre-recorded videos. All of that can also be white labeled for the clients and can be delivered to them as per their requirement. So what we have here is a model which can help a lot of agencies across the globe in, solving a lot of problems, operational problems when it comes to running an academy. Now, running an academy requires quality content, requires a structured curriculum, requires some level of branding, and lastly, and the most importantly, requires good quality trainers. Now, trainers can be very expensive, in some particular markets across the world. So what we are trying to do here is helping out agencies which are ready to, who wish to retain their brand names, but are ready to invest a certain amount of, money into technology, and partner with us. We are ready to help them with a 360-degree solution, end-to-end solution in establishing their academy, so that they can, get as many students as possible for their global education business.
Thank you, Mr. Baipai, for the first introduction. So, ladies and gentlemen, today you have the opportunity to cooperate with Kanan International, and Baipai will be your trainer today and will explain you exactly how this is working for agents so that you can offer this portal to your own clients in your home country. So this is now the solution of white label which Kanan International is offering us today. So, Mr. Baipai, you are welcome to share the screen. And in the meantime, I would like to inform you that we have 45 agents who registered inside. So just click on share screen below and on share screen below,
Sure.
so you can start to show the presentation. Again, for
Yeah.
all the new agents, please remain on mute modality. And if you have any questions, just put the question below on the chat system. So I will ask personally to Mr. Baipai the question that you have. So Mr. Baipai, are you ready to share the screen? Fantastic. You are on mute modality now, Mr. Baipai. Please unmute yourself. So
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you
you're
so much, Richard.
welcome. Fantastic. So during your presentation, sometimes I will come back to you and I will bring to you some of the questions that the agents will have. So you are welcome to start with your presentation, Mr. Baipai.
Okay. Thank you, Richard, once again for this opportunity. Good morning, namaste, everybody. Greetings from India. I represent Kanan International Private Limited, one of the top student recruitment firms in India for student visa when it comes to student visa for Canada and USA. So I've been investing into, technology. We have been investing into content for the past 5 years now. And we have been trying with our products, trying to not just benefit our own branches and franchises, but also agencies across India and across the globe. All those agencies, as I mentioned, who wish to streamline their academy. Now, the importance of academy, even in global education, is becoming more and more important as the time is passing. And considering particularly the COVID situation, the pandemic situation which has arisen, we definitely are, now in a different world. So pre-COVID situation and post-COVID situation, the business dynamics have totally changed. Blended learning has never seen the rise which it really saw, and digital learning particularly has never seen the rise in the past 10 years which it has seen in the past few months. So it is now really important for all those companies who are not just who do not just wish to sustain during this situation, but also have offerings which can help them grow and build their brands during this time as a very prominent digital education player in their respective markets. So for that, we have white labeled offerings which you can benefit from. And as I'll be proceeding through the presentation, as Richard mentioned that you can post all your queries inside the text box, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. So the product which we are talking about right now is Kanan Prep. Okay, so this is education beyond boundaries. Definitely we are referring to global education here, and all our courses which we target are relevant not just for our audience or Indian audience, but audiences and students and aspirants across the globe. So what we are offering here is, okay, so our offerings majorly is academic consulting. Now, when I talk about academic consulting, we are not only talking about providing you the knowledge base on how to run an academy successfully, or tools to do that. We are also providing you the necessary means, the necessary content, the necessary technological platform to get there. So in that, the first offering that I'll be showcasing, which will be the center of discussion today, will be the white labeled e-learning portal. So it has IELTS, Academic General, Duolingo, Spoken English, SAT, GRE active as of now. And very soon we will be launching PTE, TOEFL, GMAT and other courses which are relevant for different countries as well very soon. Secondly, we have digital and print content. So we are not just software providers. What I am going to showcase in front of you today does not only involve us providing you a SaaS platform. It involves we providing you full-fledged courses with inbuilt content, live lectures, evaluations if required for your sectional and mock test for your students, pre-recorded videos, and a lot of other offerings bundled inside packages at very nominal rates, so that you can actually build your own brand and sustain during this time, ensure a regular flow of revenue, and promote your brand in the future as well. So digital and print content will be the second aspect. So digital content will be placed inside our e-learning portal. Print content, we also provide books. So we also provide print content in the form of classroom material, in the form of a book kit if you want, which can be totally white labeled as per your requirement, as per your branding, your logo, your branch addresses, your email ID, your contact details, everything can be yours. So we also provide hard copy material in that format. Next, what we also provide is the curriculum and training. So as I mentioned, all this material is worthless until until and unless it is very strategically streamlined into a very proper curriculum. So we are providing you digital content, we are providing you print content, but until and unless a trainer is able to understand what should be the teaching pedagogy be, how the curriculum should be evolved, basis your market. So we also help you out with development of curriculum and training your mentors for on how to use this curriculum for the maximum benefit of the students, the aspirants and the institutes or the company. We help you out with that. So it is a very extensive training program. If you talk about online, it will be close to 40 hours of training. If you talk about offline program, in which we invite these trainers to our head office in India, your trainers can fly here. They can be here with us here for a period of 5 to 6 days, and we extensively then train them on how to use this content for the maximum benefits of the student. And lastly, we also provide you infrastructure setup support. So if you are somebody who has no experience in running an academy, this point is relevant for particularly for those who haven't been able to, run an academy so far. If you do not have an academy wherein you train student for the IELTS, GRE, Duolingo, all these other courses which are relevant in your respective market, we also help you if you have an if you have a site wherein you are thinking of developing an office, we can help you with the infrastructure development support as well. So that requires not just the floor planning, but a lot of other details, which I'll be covering subsequently. Yeah.
Bye bye. Mr. Bye Bye, I have a
Yeah.
questions coming in from my side first.
Yeah.
So thank you for the first introduction. I mean, what is important, and agents today is able as well to open a virtual learning center. Doesn't have to be a physical learning center, because
Yeah.
you have the e-learning portal. So if you give a, let's say we have an agent from Poland in Europe, or an agent from Russia, and they want to start to do business with the students, but in a virtual way, you can offer, you will offer the e-learning portal, and they don't need to have a physical class.
They don't. They don't. They don't. Yeah. So basically, yes. So what I'm trying to say here is, see, let us take it this way, that I am a local player, sitting in Poland somewhere, right? Now, through my digital offerings, through the e-learning white label portal, through our courses which are placed online, I can tap in markets which were never possible for me, right? Because digital education goes beyond boundaries. But when it comes to me becoming a local player with a very big brand, a very credible brand when it comes to blended learning options, it always makes sense for me to also have an office as well, right? So if I have an academy, a physical setup as well, my revenues and my overall business can multiply, because my digital marketing and digital revenues are already existing. We already have those offerings through which students across the globe can be tapped. But when it comes to the local market, and if we are looking forward to bring building a brand which can be recognized in that particular area for years to come, definitely we can also help companies out with that as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bai Pai now is starting with the presentation. And as he explained, it will be very, very important to listen very much in detail about this new concept, white label for agents. And if you have any question, just go on the chat below, leave your question there, and please remain on mute modality. Please, Mr. Bai Pai, continue with the presentation.
Okay, so now before I, just show you what sort of, platform we have, I would want to show you a quick video on, what our offerings are. And I would also, tell all the, participants here to please make a note that we also provide you a lot of marketing collaterals, white label marketing collaterals, such as this video, for your benefit. So we also not just support you, and we are not just content and service providers. We also support you in your marketing. We help you out with campaigns, with designs, and a lot of other things, so that you can promote this product well. And we will be training you for that as well. So before when you watch this video, you can pretty much imagine your logo, your branding within this video, and you can imagine that we can be sending such videos to the students in the future.
Introducing Kanan Prep, an e-learning platform designed to help you prepare and score well in foreign education tests like the IELTS.
I hope my audio is, it is audible. The video is audible.
It's perfect.
Lingo, PTE, GRE, SAT, and many more. Having more than 24 years experience in English language training, we also have spoken English courses that can help you improve your English, helping you in your career and get confident day by day. For IELTS preparation, KananPrep.com is an interactive platform that has an extensive study material, including foundation building lessons for grammar, vocabulary, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. You can then take sectional tests to apply what you've learned, and finally take timed mock tests to ensure you're well prepared on the exam day. You can also get your mock test checked and evaluated by our expert mentors and receive band scores for your listening, reading, writing, and speaking tests, sitting within the comforts of your home. All through your preparations, watch interesting grammar and vocabulary videos and attend daily live classes in multiple timings to suit your schedule. Our live lectures cover listening, reading, writing, and speaking, delivered by the most experienced of trainers. You can also get your doubts solved by our trainers on Saturday, so you can prepare for the IELTS without the need to even step out from your home. Next, we have live class courses for Duolingo, Spoken English, GRE, SAT, and many more tests. Our Spoken English program with the name LEO, Learn English Online, is designed to benefit vernacular medium students, housewives, job seekers, and also foreign education aspirants. We teach alphabet, vocabulary, grammar, and spoken English in different timings every day. Moreover, our online spoken English batches are rolling, so no need to wait for new batches to start. You can join on any day of the year and still learn from our trainers. Kanan Prep is designed to help you save time, learn from the best of mentors, and prepare to ensure you're confident on your exam day. Kanan Prep, education beyond boundaries.
Very, very much interesting, excellent video, excellent presentation. I would like to inform you at the moment we have 54 agents from 27 different countries listen to your presentation, Mr. Baipai. And I start to get the first question coming in. You can imagine everyone wants to know what is the cost, because of course we are all business people, we are all working in this industry, and we need to change a little bit the way to do business because of this situation started 7 months ago. So everyone is looking into new opportunities. Maybe if you can enlarge us a little bit about how you will manage the concept of the cost. Thank you very much. And please continue.
Yeah. So what we will be doing is, since we have, developed this portal keeping centrally the students in mind, within each and every course, we have a lot of different offerings. Okay. Offerings like, whether the student wants any particular level of evaluation or whether they want the live classes or live lectures or not, whether they want a particular module to be added inside the portal or not. So basis that and basis the fact that evaluations can be done by us as well. So we provide evaluation services as well. If you do not have a set of trainers and your students are taking mock tests for IELTS or, Duolingo, and in case you want your students to receive the evaluations within a period of 48 hours, band scores and, Duolingo scores, we also help you out with that as well. So the offerings are so wide that rather than, going ahead with me discussing the commercials here, what we have done is, we will be, dropping in the chat box. Mr. Anubhav will be dropping in the chat box a particular message. So we have demos scheduled today. We can accommodate up to 12 people today if need be. So in case immediately after this, if, we have time, if, the clients, respective clients, they have time to go for a one-to-one demo, I have my complete team ready here. You can be contacted after this my presentation of mine. You can be contacted within 15 minutes over email, and you can join them one-on-one on Zoom, so that you can take a thorough demonstration of our product, the walkthrough of the product, as well as the commercials which will be relevant for you basis the requirements that you have. So for that, Mr. Anubhav will be dropping you a message, and the companies and, business owners who are interested can please drop in their interest, with a few details in the chat box, and you will be contacted immediately by my team, by my backend team, and they will be, contacting you for any sort of business development activities.
This is a very, very good concept. So ladies and gentlemen, if after the workshop you want to have an immediate one-to-one meeting with Mr. Baipai team, just leave the message below on the chat, and he and his team will come back to you immediately and start to look into the different possibility to cooperation and prices, etc. Please, Mr. Baipai, you are welcome to continue with the presentation.
Just a second.
Yes, no problem at all. It can happen sometimes. Fantastic.
Yeah. So as I was discussing, the first of the and the most important offerings today, which I'm going to showcase, and I'll be giving you a quick product walkthrough as well of our portal. So white label e-learning portal is one of our main offerings, through which without the need of establishing an academy, a physical infrastructure, without setting up an office or an academy, you can still reach out to as many students, get quality leads, track their performance on, in the course or the test of their choice. How are they performing, whether they are attending live classes or not? All of that can be done at your end, so that you get filtered quality leads ultimately for your main business, which is the global education business. So what we are offering is retain your brand with our white label e-learning portal, right from URL to the dashboard and test engine, along with all the e-learning and print reference material or books for the students. So we are white labeling each and everything. There is going to be not a single mention of what the parent portal is and where the students are actually, even within our live lectures, even if students are connecting from different countries, our trainers have a very stringent SOP when it comes to delivering live lectures, so that never ever the name of the trainer or the company is ever displayed or portrayed in front of the student. So we take care of all of that. We have been doing that for more than 200 partners in India already, and are now intending to take these offerings global. Then let your students learn on a world-class technological platform with simulated test engine, student-oriented authentic content, and expert mentor support. So these are the things which actually define, an academy's success or a company's success in this particular field. First of all, are you providing some digital offerings or not? So for that, we have a world-class technological platform, the best in the, technology in the world right now, up-to-date technology in the world right now. We have based this product on React, which Uber and Facebook are operating. So you can be rest assured that when you get associated with us, you will be getting the best technology without investing a single penny into that, because we as the parent company have been doing that for the past 5 years already. Then we also believe in creating simulated test engines. Now, by simulated, we mean that whenever we think of launching a particular course, for example, we talk about GRE or we talk about computer delivered IELTS for say, there is a whole protocol which we follow even before we start with the development of the test engine. Okay, so myself including, and my technical lead, and a couple of other members from the content development area, they take the actual test themselves multiple times before we draft a requirement for our technical team, which will then develop a test engine for the students. So whatever test engine that you are going to find on this portal will be 100% simulated. Okay, so by 100% simulation, we mean we do maintain a certain difference between the actual platform and ours, because there will be a copyright issue then. But yes, if for a student, all the relevant things are in place, so that if the student has practiced on this platform, they seem to find no difference when they go for the actual test. Next is the student oriented authentic content. Now this is one of the most important things which most of the major publications in the world fail to realize, is what I personally believe. We in Gujarat, which is located in the western part of India, where we are located, we train more than 20,000 students for IELTS every year. So for every year, we train more than 20,000 students through our Gujarat network. What we have realized is, or us as an institute, providing a student with be it Cambridge or Barron's content or any level of content, may or may not benefit them as much. Okay, every student has a different level, has a different initial level before they start preparing. So they need to get the content customized or developed in a manner wherein the most problematic areas for the students are targeted first. So what we do is, through our team of trainers and more than 50 subject matter experts for different examinations, I have a team of close to 15 subject matter experts sitting only for IELTS, for example. So all these people, they have been training students for more than 10-12 years now. Okay, so each one of them has an experience of training more than 10,000 12,000 students in their careers. So they actually know what is required at the students end, and that's why we develop and we believe in developing only student oriented authentic content, so that it actually and ultimately benefits the student as much as possible.
Mr. Bai Pai, I
Yeah.
start to have more questions coming in from the agents. But first of all, I must say that is very, very interesting. So let's presume I'm interested and I want to open my e-learning portal here in Switzerland virtually. And I want to include the LEO, the Learn English Online. How much is the capacity of the student? Can I have 100, 200 students inside, or is there a limit?
Yeah, see, again, because of our huge team size, because as I mentioned, we have been investing into this for so long now, you will have all the offerings basis whatever you require. So in case if you want that the students in your particular area are not willing to pay that much for an English course, but they are okay with them attending these lectures on a one to many platform, we can provide you with that. So in case if you want to have a basic package in which more than 100 150 students, whatever how many students are there, it does not matter, but they do get live classes and archived lectures for all the missed lectures, they can go ahead with that. If you have a specific requirement that your students are ready to pay much higher, but they want a 1 to 10 or 1 to 15 maximum students, one trainer to 15 students in a lecture, you want to cap it there and you want us to run special lectures only for your students, definitely on a premium package rate, we can do that for you. So with our team size, we can also provide or dedicate trainers for you in case if you want to have tailor-made batches as per your requirement.
Thank you very much. Now I have some questions from the agents who come inside. And many of them they're interested about the IELTS and Duolingo English test. How this is working, the Duolingo, for example, how this is working in practical way?
Okay. So, just once I get done with, I have only a couple of more slides remaining. As soon as I'm done with that, I'll show you a product, walkthrough in which I'll show you the exact test engine that we have developed for both these examinations.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I think most of them have already read that we have all these course offerings and we will be launching many more courses, OET, CELPIP, UK, IELTS, UKVI, all these courses as well we are going to launch very soon on our platform. Then enjoy using amazing admin level functionalities like monitoring student data and performance, communicating with students through student dashboard, evaluation panel for the trainers, batch management, and managing your own expenses via an e-wallet. So what we have done is we are not just trying to reach out to your students and make it a business model wherein all we are interested in is selling logins. What we are also interested in that academies who are getting associated with us have a thorough control over whatever leads are coming to them and whatever conversions in the form of student accounts they are able to get. So you, through our admin level, functionalities, you will be able to monitor how many students of your students are taking mock tests on a regular basis, how are they performing, what are their band scores, what is the average band score of a student. You will be able to track that. You will be able to communicate with the students through a notice board. So we will give you a space wherein whatever messages you type, be it with respect to foreign education test or with respect to college admissions, anything that you want, or with respect to a seminar that or a webinar that you are going to conduct with a Zoom link, we provide you functionalities that you can type in all that and it will be flashing across your student accounts on their dashboards. Then we have evaluation panels for trainers. Like I mentioned, we also have the capability that if you have a team of trainers and you want the evaluations to be done by your trainers, we also provide an evaluation panel for your trainers and we train your trainers on how to use that panel to effectively deliver the students their results. So we have that batch management and also managing your own expenses. So you don't need to make deposits with us through wire transfer or through many different things. We also provide you an option of having an e-wallet inside your admin panel. You make a deposit there, and as you create student logins, your wallet balance gets deducted. So the validity always remains remains fresh for the student. So I'm not going to ask you, or my team is not going to ask you, okay, so let us have a deal of 500 logins, for example. We just ask you to make an initial deposit into your wallet. Basis that as and when you generate a student ID, only then your wallet balance will be getting deducted and the rest of the amount will be there safe in front of you all the times. Yeah. Okay, so quickly I'll just show you the other offerings before I take you to to the product demo. So with a dedicated team of more than 50 subject matter experts, we believe in creating and providing authentic and student-oriented content. Foundation building lessons, quizzes with gamification, video lessons, sectional tests, mock tests, live classes. We provide a student everything that they require with rolling batches. Now, by rolling batches, what we mean here is when it comes to one to many, once you are supposedly situated in an area where the paying capacity of the student is not that much. Probably they are not the premium crowd who can pay thousands of dollars to prepare for IELTS or spoken English, Leo, or any other course, but still want to benefit from the live classes. Even within that, we have developed rolling curriculum. So what we have done is, if supposedly my IELTS live class curriculum is for 12 weeks, a student joins after 6th week, they take login ID password from you after 6th week and they join in between, they will still be able to cope up. So our curriculum does not move from a foundation building to an advanced level. Every day we cover the basic strategies, and every day we cover the core material or content as well, so that we can benefit from that or the students can benefit from that. So live classes with rolling curriculum, one of very interesting features that we are able to provide you with. Okay. Now we have also ventured into publishing books under the name Polar Bear Publications. So as I mentioned, we also white labeled books for you. So in case if you want, hard copy material to be given to your students, which again creates another level of credibility in your local market. An institute which not only provides digital offerings, but also provides white label content, in the form of books, again is one of the very effective marketing tools in creating a credibility as an academic institution in your respective area. So we can also help you out with that as well.
Thank you, Mr. Bai. Thank you very much for this very interesting presentation which you're doing at the moment. We have some more questions coming in the meantime, but I will save this after you will show a little bit how the system is working. So please continue with your presentation, which is very, very interesting.
Yeah. So next, as I told that, if we are talking only about content, if I come here and come onto this platform and talk about how good a content creators are we, and how good a set of trainers do I have, and how good kind of a technology we have, it still doesn't make sense, because institutes and publications as big as Cambridge, Oxford, Barron's, Princeton Review, all of these are already present in the market, right? But how to effectively use a particular book, how to effectively use a particular content when it is being delivered to the student, till the time this particular problem is not addressed, effective results are never going to be achieved. That is what I have experienced in the past few years that I've been working in this field. So having good quality content, authentic white label content is not enough. It needs to be molded into a proper curriculum and should be delivered using the right pedagogy to ensure best results with a shorter student preparation cycle. All of us here do not want our students to be staying with us for a period of 3, 4, 5 months. All of us want a student to come, get done with their preparation within a cycle of 2 months, and then go for their college admission process. So for that, what we have here is, we help you and assist you in developing a tailor-made curriculum as per your demography. We have an extensive academy mentor and academy admin training program with proper SOPs in place, which if properly implemented can produce wonderful results. And a hands-on experience of observing lectures and conducting demo lectures under the guidance of our product heads. So whenever your trainers are going to get in touch with our trainers or our head trainers, they will be observing lectures conducted by our trainers first, but moreover, they will also be asked to conduct a series of demo lectures so that our product heads can actually give them whatever feedback is required before they take this content to the students. Moreover, to use all our offline content, we also provide you trainers manuals. So we also provide you very scientifically, strategically prepared trainers manual, which even after the training, if a particular trainer wants to refer to some material on how to go about today's material, which videos am I supposed to play, what classroom material am I supposed to give, We also provide trainers manual for that as well, which will be a part of this training, these training sessions. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Baipai. I would like to inform you we have 61 agents inside at the moment.
Amazing.
So the
Amazing.
number of agents increasing. Listen to your presentation. So I wanted to breathe a little bit so that we are going step by step. We don't have to rush. I want to ask Mr. Bajinder from London. Hello, Mr. Bajinder. I hope you can hear us at the moment.
Very, very good morning, and nice to see Sudhanshu Vajpayee. Your enthusiasm, I mean, motivated. I mean, you should be somewhere standing up in the elections as well. I think you are a very good speaker.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, he's a very, very good speaker.
I consider that, even though I do not appreciate the politics line that much, but I'll still take that as a compliment.
No, the only thing is to convince what you have, and you are having a very good product, and you are doing very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Bajinder. Thank you to come on board. So, Mr. Baipai, please continuing with the presentation. Thank you very, very much.
Okay. Okay, so this is the last slide before I'll move to the product demo or the product walkthrough. So the last offering, as I was mentioning, that even for companies who wish to not just scale digitally but also want to have an academy in their local respective regions to be able to provide blended learning to their students. This is our offerings for you. So we also help you in infrastructure setup support. We help you in branding designs for a complete academy makeover. So if you have an existing academy but are not satisfied with the way it is running, or you have a setup wherein a property wherein you want to establish an office, we can help you with that as well. So we help you with that branding. We help you with hardware specifications for audio-visual equipment for digital classrooms. So blended learning means having digital classrooms. You require an LED panel, you require an interactive panel or a projector. Then you need content to be played on that. Then you need classroom worksheets to be distributed to the students. So we help you out in setting up these digital classrooms. Then we have hardware specifications for establishing computer labs. So in case if you want to establish a computer lab which can be treated as an authentic center for computer delivered IELTS or Duolingo or taking GRE tests, we can help you out with that as well. Then we can help you out with giving you a recommended book list for the library. Now, we have been into this field for over 2 decades now. As I mentioned, we train over 20,000 students in Gujarat alone every year. So we have, with our trainers, we have a huge library with a lot of books, placed inside those libraries for the benefit of the students. So we can provide you with that as well. And lastly, a suggestive floor plan to ensure maximum site utilization. So whatever space you have, since we have been into franchising, we have helped a lot of franchises in establishing their office. We can also help you in a suggestive floor plan. How much space should be designated to counseling area? How much, for the lab? How much for the library? How much for the classroom, digital classrooms, and all of that. So we can help you in that as well, in case if you are willing to invest in establishing an academy as well. Okay, so course status, I'll just quickly go through this. We have launched PT, IELTS, GRE, Duolingo, and SAT as of now. French and spoken English courses under languages are also available. And in future, we'll be launching TOEFL, OET, IELTS for UKVI, GMAT, and KEL, CELPIP as well. So all these courses will be available in the future as well. So before taking much time, I'll now take you to the real thing. Okay, so I'll just pause my screen for a second because I want to show you the admin functionalities and authority as well.
Fantastic. In the meantime, I will take over for a second because I'm very much interested to look this as a new opportunity for agents because this is something unique. You don't have to send students abroad, but here you can offer this product directly to your student in your home country. So this is something very, very new, which included many different possibilities. You can offer the IELTS, the Duolingo, English as second language, French live classes, etc., etc., etc. But this is only one part of the product. I would like to remember everyone that every week there will be a presentation of Mr. Bai Pai, and every week he will bring to you more information of different possibility to work together. So maybe Mr. Bai Pai, before to continue, just 1 minute, next week, what you will bring on board? Because I know you have key events, you have key pro, you have many different possibilities. So what is the next week? Just to have a small idea so that people can think over as well.
Yeah, so next week we will be introducing K-Pro, which is our training program. As I mentioned, Kanan International has its roots as of now throughout, India. We have a India agency network of more than 500 companies working under us. So, we have been training entrepreneurs, we have been training business owners, we have been training counselors, we have been training administrators in their respective companies on how to go about their operations successfully. So, K-Pro or Kanan Pro is one of our offerings in which we provide both offline and online module of training counselors. So we certify, basically this is a certification program, for your counselors, for your administrative staff, or for your IELTS or GRE or SAT trainers, to say. So it is a very extensive program, which in case if any company is require, ultimately manpower and effective, qualified manpower is the only, way in which through which any company can succeed. Everything else comes later. So in case if your counselors right now are not aware of what course options are to be given to the students, your trainers are not very much aware of how to train a particular student or customize a particular curriculum, it makes no sense. So next week we will be introducing these online and offline training programs. Offline program involves you coming down to our headquarters in India, visiting us for a period of 6 days, staying with us, going through at least 40 to 50 hours of intensive training, for college admissions, program options, training, IELTS training, GRE training, all these other courses, our pedagogy and our way of counseling the students. We replicate all of that online as well. So next week we will take up, Kanan Pro, and, subsequent sessions, we will be introducing the other offerings as well.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to enlarge us about what happened next week. So please continue with the presentation of the program this week. In the meantime, I'm pleased to inform you, Mr. Bai Pai, we were speaking about Poland. An agent from Poland just indicated that he would like to work with you.
Okay, amazing. So in the chat box, please provide the whatever necessary details, requisite details are being asked, like your name, your company's name, your country, your email ID, and your slot preference. So I would request Mr. Anubhav must have already dropped a message with, there are 2 timings. Please go for a one-to-one demo with our, international relationship managers or, business development managers. They will help you out with the commercials. Getting on board with us for digital platform is only a 48 hours affair. So it will not take more than 48 to 72 hours maximum, for us to create a white labeling offering for you and giving it to you. Subsequently, we can proceed with your training yourself and your team. And thereafter, you can right away start your business, this e-learning business, within a period of 1 week from today. So you can proceed with that.
Thank you, Mr. Bai Pai. Please, can you just put the volume a little bit more on top? Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, fine. So now what I'm, showing in front of you is the first screen that a student gets to see once they log in. So as soon as a student I log in, I get to see this screen in which I can maneuver between the different courses that I have opted for. So if there is a candidate who is going for SAT, SAT and IELTS academic, they can get both. So they don't need a separate username password. They can enter the common username password and maneuver between different courses through the screen. So I'll just show you the IELTS academic platform. Okay. So what we have here in front of you, what we can see is we have a dashboard. Now on this dashboard, we have a test your English, which is the, an English proficiency test, a diagnostic test, which a student can take before even they start, preparing for IELTS. Basis the level that they get, they have some recommended IELTS plans and they have a guide to IELTS with complete information, very beautifully put down for the students, bifurcating the differences between computer delivered and paper delivered IELTS and all the other information that a student requires, which your counselors could have missed during their counseling session. They still get all this information placed inside here. Once the students have started taking sectional and mock test, they get to see their recent progress here. Now, since I as a student haven't taken any test as of now, I can see it is showing me take a test now before I can see my recent IELTS progress or my predicted band scores. Towards the bottom, we have a leaderboard. Now, leaderboard, supposedly, an year from now, you are on board with us. You have more than 1,000 students or 2,000 students active on this portal. Now, within those students, how well is a particular student utilizing your portal? How many tests are they giving? Whichever test they are giving, how well are they performing? Cumulatively, based on that, there is a score and they can get to see their ranking here. So as soon as I take a test, I will be able to see my PAN account within your account or PAN country position within this leaderboard here. Okay. Then towards the right, we have multiple videos. So we have a word of the day video, which will be changing every day to improvise the vocabulary. We have a tip of the day video, and we have a trending video, which is, very relevant to today's, audience, hashtag, New Year resolution, random topics being taken by a presenter and coming onto the screen. So not core academic content, but content that ultimately helps candidates to do well in their speaking and writing. So I'll just show you one tip of the day. It is by our chief mentor, Mr. Phil Biggerton.
Hello everyone, this is the IELTS speaking test tip of the day. It's very important when you answer a question given to you by the examiner to develop it a little. This is important even in part 1 of the test. Remember, part 1 is very basic questions, basic information about you.
Okay, so quick tips like these every day, we have more than 50-60 tips as of now, which can be, rotating every day. So a student can get to see at least new tips for a period of 1 month. Okay, every day they log in, they get to see a new tip. I'll just also show you a vocabulary video.
Hi and welcome to Words Made Easy. And the word is fatigue. Let me spell this word for you. F-A-T-I-G-U-E. Fatigue. Fatigue is a noun. But what does fatigue mean? Fatigue means extreme tiredness resulting from mental or physical exertion or illness. Some of the synonyms for fatigue are.
So we have more than 230 videos on different words already placed inside the portal, which your students can benefit from. So we have a huge library of these vocabulary videos, which I'll show you once I go to the lessons. Next we have lessons. Quickly I'll show you. There are two kinds of lessons. One is general English skills improvement, which is grammar, vocabulary and trending. For example, if a student wants to go through grammar, they have different topics which are relevant to IELTS. So we have identified 18 topics which are very relevant for IELTS preparation, and we have placed it here. So supposedly if I go ahead with noun, okay, so what is a noun? So top I see these tabs: lesson, watch videos, take exercises and take quizzes. So what is noun? First I take this lesson on how many types of nouns are there with examples and everything. The student can go through this. Then they can watch videos as well. So we have videos on noun. So you can see we have so many videos right now placed inside the portal for noun. So I'll just show you one of the videos. What are possessive nouns, for example?
Possessive nouns. What are nouns? Take a recap. Nouns are nothing but name, place, things, or an idea. What are possessives? Something you take ownership of, something which belongs to you, something which belongs to someone else. So it comes with an apostrophe S. Let's take an example. The student's books. When I say one particular student, so these are his books, the ownership, his position. The student.
Okay. So they can watch interesting videos like this. Then they have a set of exercises which they can take. As soon as they click on show answer, they will be showing getting the answers within the exercise itself, and they can also take a real-time quiz. So as I select my answers, the system automatically real-time shows me whether I'm wrong or am I correct on that particular topic. So more than 65 videos under grammar, more than 160 exercises for grammar is what we have placed inside the lessons. Then we have vocabulary. As I told you, a huge library of words.
I have a question, Mr. Bye Bye.
Yeah.
Now, for all the new agents who just join us at the moment, what is very important is to indicate the URL. So every agent will be able to have his own name. Is
Exactly.
So this is very important. So let's presume I have a school, not either. I want to open my own virtual school here in Switzerland, or in France, or in Portugal, or whatever in the world. Let's presume my company name is WEBA. So I can call this WEBA, webaschool.com, and everything will be with my logo. Everything will be with my name. So it will not indicate Kanan Prep. Is this correct?
Yes, exactly. For the videos, what we are going to do is videos are going to carry no branding. Okay. Videos won't be, labeled as Kanan Prep or your branding, but everything else on the platform, right from your ebook, right from the, portal branding, right from the test engine, and the URL, as you rightly mentioned, they will be having the option to choose their URL. So if there is a company like WEBA, you can go ahead with elearning.weba.com. Okay. So something like that. So they will be able to choose all the other branding stuff. Nowhere will the name Kanan Prep appear onto the platform under any circumstances.
I have a question that I want to ask to Mr. Kuldeep Dillon. Mr. Kuldeep Dillon, you have so many years in this industry now, working in the last 25 years. What you thinking, you as an agent, as an experienced agent, about this new learning portal offer as a marketing business tool to the agents? You are on mute. You are on mute. You have to unmute yourself.
In the meantime, let me ask Richard one question pertaining to Kuldeep by the time he unmuted.
First of all, greetings from Oscanis, Australia, to Mr. Richard Folter and Mr. Bajpai. So this is really a wonderful project because this will work very well. So we can compete British Council, and because number of students are increasing day by day, and it has become very hard to get the proper training and all these things. So I'm quite confident that this will be a very good opportunity for various countries, and we can explore this in a very professional way under the able guidance of Bajpai. So I have already confirmed my booking 1-to-1 today from 5 to 7. So I really appreciate this project, and I'm quite confident that this will also work very well in Australia and New Zealand market also, Mr. Vajpayee.
Thank you so much. In fact, sir, what we have just done is, rather than, as you rightly mentioned, that it'll help us compete with the giants like British Council or IDP, what we have done is we have also convinced British Council to conduct live webinars for our students through our live class platform. So very soon, whatever these webinars, the specialist examiner level webinars that they are conducting for the students on, especially on IELTS writing sometime, okay, all of that will be broadcast through the live classes menu itself within the portal. So your students, once they log in, they can attend the British Council webinar, so they get to feel and experience that exclusivity, that okay, this is one company which is not just providing me their trainers, British Council examiners or trainers are also coming in this portal, and they are delivering their expert lectures here. Not lectures exactly, but webinars and special sessions for the students. So
that's
we have
fine.
also.
That's fine. So Richard, regarding the exact assessment, I will be in a position once I came to know about the cost and all these things, because that is most important. So what are the content? But the best part is, like, on one platform, this will be a one-stop shop for IELTS, PTE, GRE, GMAT, all TOEFL, all the tests. So this will be a one-stop shop for all professions, all agents and all the countries. So this will be a very good opportunity. But cost, let us compare the cost, so then we can come to the conclusion, Mr. Richard.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dillon. It's always nice to have your opinion on this. And in refer of the cost, like all the other agents who indicated the questions now, remember to put down your email address here, and Mr. Baipai and his team on the backside, they will contact you after the meeting, and they will make a one-to-one meeting with you directly. So they will give you all the different prices, because there are many different platforms. I have another question, Mr. Baipai, and then after I will come back to you, Mr. Bajinder. I have an Italian agent, which I know him since many years as well, and he asked me if this platform is possible to use as well with smartphone and tablet.
Yeah, so this is definitely smartphone compatible. In fact, we are very soon within this year itself, before December, we are launching our mobile application as well. But the website in itself is smartphone compatible. What we do not recommend the students, however, to do is to take mock tests onto the smartphones. So in case if they are interested in attending live classes, live lectures, they will be able to do that. To go through all these videos, they will be able to do that. To go through the lessons, they will be able to do that. But mock tests are definitely, we haven't worked on that, because we don't want a computer delivered IELTS mock test to be replicated onto a smartphone, because that does not then leave us with the word simulation carry any sort of meaning. We are ultimately trying to simulate the actual testing conditions for the student. So only for the mock test, reading passages with more than 700 800 words to be attended within 3 such passages to be attended within an hour, we do not recommend that doing that over a mobile phone. Everything else on the platform, the preparation part and everything, live lectures and everything will be very much compatible on a smartphone. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Baipai. Bajinder, please, you was asking something before.
Yes, yes. Actually, I was just referring to Mr. Kuldeep. I mean, he's sitting in Australia. For example, I'm just giving one case study. People or educators who are sitting overseas, if they are having some center or spaces or offices back home, which they can provide you to conduct, is there any possibility for you to partner with them and run that IELTS center at your own?
You mean in terms of franchising?
Yes, yes, the franchising. I mean, franchising as a whole. I mean, there are educators who want to invest, but they can't invest the time into this. But they can provide the office, the space, and the infrastructure.
Okay, I think that this will be evaluated for Mr. Baipai and his team in a one-to-one basis, because I know today we have as well language school here with us, and we know as well, unfortunately, that many language schools around the world are struggling. So they're looking into new platform, into new idea, into new concept. And I'm sure that Mr. Baipai and his team will find a solution for every school or every company. Depends always on the number of the student, depend always on the idea, because sometimes you don't need to have the students, sometimes you need to have a very good idea, and based on the idea, if they find this a good concept, they will of course look into this and discuss this in a one-to-one basis. Is this correct, Mr. Baipai?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, we are already experimenting with satellite classes, wherein students in satellite centers, like Mr. Baljinder rightly mentioned, that, there are educators who are ready to invest money but are not able to spend time onto their operations. We can also help them broadcast the, lectures from here in India, a two-way communication, classrooms through digital classrooms, even that is possible. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please finalizing your presentation, Mr. Baipai, so that we can do the final Q&R.
Yeah. So again, listening, reading, writing, and speaking, again, we have a lot of, videos and interesting, which you can, take a one-to-one demo and understand. I'll rather, show you how live classes are. So we have multiple batches, and we are now starting to have regional languages as well for, these live lectures. So in the meantime, this gets launched. I'll just show you one thing.
No problem. In the meantime, I have a question until you find this. We have one agent, he's an immigration consultant with an IELTS center, and they want to know how is the online training? How did you manage the online training? They are already an existing IELTS center, and they have an IELTS trainer as well. They want to know how to move forward with the online training. How did you manage this?
Okay, so there are two things here. There are only two kind of batches which I believe ultimately, broadly speaking, exist when it comes to delivering online lectures. Either we are talking about students who are pretty capable of understanding all they need is the concepts. So they are okay with, joining a batch wherein 100 students are present, but they are still able to get all the strategies. Saturdays, if I'm once a week, if I'm giving them an option of having, their doubts solved by, the trainer, if that does it for them, we have those lectures running throughout the day. So be it for IELTS, Duolingo, we have lectures, same content being run multiple times a day so that a student can attend that as and when it is feasible for them. Once a student misses a particular lecture, for example, I had my college examinations and I missed out on a week's lectures. There is this archived lecture session, section. They can simply go back and play the recording. Now, one of the most important things here to know is we do not train only strategies according to unlike the YouTube videos. We have a whole material. We have material in the form of ebook which is given to or provided to the student, and once the student has downloaded that, we also, within India, we also give them hard copies of that books, white label hard copies of the books to the students. So they have complete reading passages, listening, audios and tracks with questionnaire, everything inside the live classes as well. So for example, I'll just show you a reading batch, from 7th of September, Monday. The timing was 1:15 p.m. in the afternoon. So I'll just quickly skip and show you.
I'll just paste it beside your passage so it will be easy for you.
Okay, so my internet connectivity right now is not up to the mark to be
the passage and the question, simultaneously.
The videos are HD, yeah, right? You can see now. Okay. So they will not just be training, they will be annotating and writing down each and every question with strategies. This strategy is what actually helps us in having the rolling batches, because any student who is joining in new, you can see she has highlighted the instructions of the questions again. Now for a student who is already attending, need not go through this, but for the newer students, she is already, done that. They take a couple of minutes off for the newer candidates so that they are aware of what is going on.
It is from? Okay, some of you are saying yes.
Okay. So, some of you are lot of interaction between a student and a trainer. 100 students in a lecture may, obviously means that we may not be able to solve each and every doubt. But Saturdays, 2 hours and 2 hours, total 4 hours, especially we have doubt solving sessions for that content which has been taught during that week. So I think this answers the queries on how to, how are we running the live classes, Richard? Or is there anything else?
Mr. Bye. Thank you very much. It was very clear.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Next, we have sectional tests. So if a student wants to attend listening, reading, writing, speaking, individual test, they can do it. If they have mock, if they want to go ahead with a timed mock test, they can do that as well. So I'll just show you if, some of you must have gone through, the computer delivered pattern of IELTS. I'll just take 2 minutes and, before wrapping up this session, and I'll just show you how the test is. So you can see, this is how the computer delivered IELTS conducted by the British Council and IDP looks. So there is a test track at the top, which helps the student in adjusting the volume button before they start the listening test, and then they can click on start test.
Listening test. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. You will have time to read the instructions and questions, and you will be given time to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only.
So you can see there is a volume slider. I can control this. Then, I have this option, a question palette at the bottom. I can surf between sections as and when I want. So there are some radio button questions. There is drag and drop. Okay, a lot of different type of. So this is map labeling. So I have a drag and drop question type. I can simply place the answer here. I can pick up, I can place it here. I can interchange, I can place the option back again to the main list. So everything we have exactly replicated as per the actual pattern. Okay. So likewise, the student can get, done with the listening test. Once it is done, they click on end, they move right away to the reading test. So instructions, they go through the instructions, they start. Passage on the left, the questions on the right, they have the options to highlight, make notes, whatever they want. They are, going through this on a smaller screen. They can increase the text size. Okay, as per their, convenience of reading, they can do that. Then true, false, not given in a drop-down menu format. Again, I can serve between the sections. This is locating information, answers, answers. Timer at the top. I hover the cursor over it. I can see the seconds as well. Okay. I attempt all the 40 questions and I click on end. Okay. Writing. So question on the left, I have a text box and a timer. Okay. So I've just written live word count at the bottom of the box. You can see it is already going on there. Similarly, I can type my task 2, this is the question, and end. Once I end, the system will prompt me whether I want to take the speaking test now or later. So what we have done is we have devised a way in which a student can also record their responses in a speaking test rather than making a faculty always available, to take the speaking test for the student. So what we have done is, I'll just show you through a pre-recorded video session series, but still giving the student a feel that a mentor is sitting in front of me and asking the questions. And we are going to improvise on the UI very soon for this, but I'll still show you how that happens.
Hello, my name is Nandini Agarwal. This is the IELTS speaking test and I'm going to be your examiner. Okay, now let's move on and talk about your interests and hobby. What do you do in your leisure time?
Okay, so as soon as the question ends, the student can click on this button. In my leisure time, I usually love to travel. I also like to, watch movies sometimes. It automatically moves to the next question. The answer has gotten recorded.
So do you have enough time to pursue your interests?
I usually get time to pursue my interests only on weekends. Okay. So likewise, the student can take the cue card as well. The second part of the speaking, this board, the topic will be available and the student can do that. Once done with this, they can click on submit test. Okay. Okay. Now an instant report is generated which showcases the, band scores for the students for reading and listening. Okay. So you can see here, listening, my band score is 2. My number of questions I attempted was, 6. 3 were correct, 3 were incorrect, 34 skipped answers. I can go through the detailed report here. The first answer expected was Canada. I entered Canada. I click on view. I get to see the tape script of the speakers as well, what they were speaking inside the audio with the location of answers. Okay. Similar report for reading. Okay. With the band score already calculated by the system. Okay. So 0 bands. All 6 of my answers were incorrect. Writing. They can see what they had typed. So it is shown sample response. They click, they can go through a sample answer for this question that we have given. Okay. Once our faculty checks or your trainer assesses, there will also be a mentor's response button here wherein they can see and check whatever corrections that have been mentioned by the faculty. Now, this level of service is not provided by most of the companies across the globe. Okay. They get back to you with your writing band score and anything if you go for an online evaluation, but they do not give you back the scores. Okay. Speaking, you can go through the audio. You remember I recorded 2 audios. In my leisure time, I usually love to travel. I also like to, watch movies sometimes. So your trainers can simply put on headphones, listen to the whole speaking session and give the student whatever band scores they want or they deserve. Okay. So likewise, we have this, complete system. Then quickly, because somebody asked, I'll just show you. We have Duolingo. So we have Duolingo mock test as well and live classes. So Duolingo again, it is the same way in which a test is taken. So if you have taken, you can see this screen and recognize this screen. Okay. So I will need to change some settings herein. That's why it, has a problem. Okay, but you can go through it, in the one-to-one demos that will be given to you by my team, you can go through the Duolingo test engine as well. So we have developed a simulated test engine with audios, listening tests, speaking recordings and everything. And students are getting their band scores within a period of 24 to 48 hours is what we commit, up to 72 hours. But this can be, finalized by you as well for your students. Yeah.
Mr. Mr. Bai, I think you give a very, very good presentation today. As usual, you are excellent. Of course, the agents like me, we are all business people. We are not teacher. We are not teacher, and sometimes it's go a little bit over our way of thinking, because until yesterday, until 6 months ago, our aim was to send students outside our home country and send them around the world. Now we have a new world which we have to face, and we have to look into new opportunity. Today we have Kanan International, which give the possibility to every agent to conduct their own portal with their own name, because every portal here will be with your name, with the name of your company. So Kanan Prep will not be indicated, it will be your name of your company. So if you are interested to look into this and to recruit your student in your home country, so to do one of these products they have here, you just put your email below on the chat system so that we are able to contact you, because Bai and his team will then schedule a one-to-one meeting with you, and we'll go through with you with the prices, etc. So this is very, very important. Now, of course, again, we are all business people. We are not teacher. So it happened that some of the agents are teacher, which is excellent. But for all the other agents who are not teacher, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to understand how everything is working on the back side. So we have to start to thinking as well to hire some local teacher who will be able to assist us to run the platform, because this is very important. If we did this work like we do now until many, many years, we cannot become a teacher tomorrow. So this idea of the e-learning is excellent, but of course you need the support. Kanan International will give you the 100% support, even more, but still at your home country, you will need like a facilitator, and if the facilitator will be a teacher, will be even better. So they will understand much more the training session with Kanan International. Is this correct, Mr. Bai?
Yeah.
This is a very important point. I mean, to cooperate with you together.
Yeah, exactly. And for the business, from the business, owner's perspective, I would also, just show you quickly what functionalities we have, particularly for you, to track what sort of business are, you having. So as I mentioned, rather than, us selling you logins, all we do is provide you with an e-wallet. So this is your e-wallet. You can simply add balance here through your credit card, debit card, net banking, whatever you want. You can simply add balance, and you have a certain wallet balance here, which is maintained. For example, in this, you can see it is 500,000, INR right now. Then your counselors can actually use, a separate level of ID in which these details are not present. The, monetary aspects are not present, but they can create student profiles and map courses to them. Okay. So they can simply enter whatever student credentials are, and then I want to map Leo, I want to map IELTS, I want to map Duolingo, whatever I want, with a welcome email send option, which will also be sent through your official email ID, your company's official email ID, stating welcome to our e-learning portal. From your email ID, the student receives their username and password. That is possible. Then we have a feedback module. The most important thing for all of us here as business owners is how many students are qualifying for global education for whatever country, respective country that they are planning to go ahead with. So in a one-to-one demo, my team will show you, okay, I can show you right now as well. So number of tests launched. So this is a particular student. I can see how many tests they have launched, how many they have completed. If I go and, access any student's profile, I can actually, if your telecallers are calling them, they can have or capture feedback of the student, or you can go through this complete, how many tests they have taken, how many they have completed, how many are in progress, and what is the respective band score of that particular student's test. So not just how many tests are being taken, but an average band score of what the student is doing, how many are they getting, how many of your students have taken more than, greater than 3 mock tests. I can filter that. So you can see, okay, these many students have taken a lot of tests. So I think they must be ready for their actual examination. They can do that. And as I mentioned, one of the most powerful features, notice board addition. You can simply, put down a notice. So I just enter today, college open. I place course. I want to flash this in IELTS academic students. Content. I want to place, let's say, open or something like that. Okay, short description. You want to add a college ka URL or any other URL, you want to add an image, anything, so something of that sort, you can do that. We go back here. Okay, so college open, you can see the notice board, your student opens this. They can see the notifications right away. Humber College is open. Whatever details, your counselor's contact number, whatever you want to do, you can do that. So from a business owner's perspective, these things are really important. How well is your team communicating with the student? And that goes to another level rather than through emails or calling. Merging all of that onto a common portal, a study portal will create, and work wonders for you. And, that is just what I wanted to, touch base on once again. Okay, so Richard, I think I'm done from my end. I think I've already taken a lot of your time, but thank you so much for this opportunity again.
Mr. Baipai, you've done an excellent presentation. Can you give me the screen back?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
So yeah. Fantastic. I think we had a complete overview of an e-learning portal for agents. So every agent will be able from now on become a business person and offer an e-learning to their own student in their home country with their own name. This is very, very important. So I will now deliver to Mr. Baipai and his team the list of all the agents who attend today, so they will be able to contact each of them immediately and will arrange a one-to-one meeting.
So by in the next couple of hours, or at least in the next 3 hours, all of you will receive emails from our end with the slots available, and what slot can we provide you, and you can also tell us your convenient time when would you want to go ahead with a for a one-to-one demo. So we will definitely be interested. My team is ready. They will be working round the clock to take our offerings to you, and you can then clarify all your doubts in a one-to-one session. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. It was a very interesting presentation, Mr. Baipai. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to welcome you next week for another presentation of K-Pro. So that will be next Wednesday at 8 o'clock London time. It will be the K-Pro presentation from Mr. Baipai. I would like to say thank you to Mr. Bajin to be on board today as well, as usual. Very, very interesting your comment. And you look very blue today, very blue, which is my color, my preferred color. And this is very good. So excellent. I will see you later today for another workshop at WEBA. And I would like to thank everyone to join us today. It was my pleasure. Mr. Baipai, you want to say hello to everyone as well and say goodbye?
Yeah, thank you so much. And probably in the next session, when we are going to conduct Kanan Pro, Mr. Anubhav will be playing a larger part more than me. He will be introducing that part along with Mr. Kiran Sahasrabudhe. So we will have a team of at least two people, introducing different aspects of Kanan Pro next time. Thank you everybody for attending. Thank you for your valuable time. And we are actually trying to evolve as the time is passing, and trying to make ourselves better when it comes to digital and blended learning. So it is not just this product that you have just seen is what is available for you. Even this product after an year from now will be totally different with many more offerings to come. So we have a dedicated team and we'll be working on this through and through. Thank you so much, Richard, once again for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. I have your colleague. Your colleague want to say something, Ms. Anubhav, please.
Hi, Richard. Very good morning to you and everyone in Europe, and good afternoon to everyone joining in from Asia. So, first of all, thank you so much, Richard, for allowing us to present this. Mr. Bajpai has been stupendously fantastic in delivering the presentation, no doubt regarding that. And thanks to him, thanks to all the participants for listening patiently, that we have more than half a dozen slots already booked. We have participants, generating inquiries from all across the continent. And yes, we have had personal chats with them that we have been booking sessions for them. So sessions would be 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. today Indian Standard Time, as well as 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So some of the participants also requested to conduct a session for them tomorrow. So definitely yes, our team would be staying in touch with them over email and WhatsApp numbers that they have shared. If there are any further participants who would like to collaborate with us for this wonderful project, please do let us know. You can let Mr. Richard know as well. Mr. Richard has been staying in touch. I duly appreciate his efforts that he has been playing. So last time, Richard, you were asking what's your talent. This is your talent.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think both of you did a very good presentation, but before the presentation is the work who was made behind. I mean, the big work to create the e-portal. I mean, this is unique. So we don't have to forget all the team behind of Kanan International, who do all the back work, and this is phenomenal. I mean, we can give a presentation, we can give a good presentation. Some days it's a good presentation, some other days not so good. But the big work is behind the e-learning. I mean, now the world is going so fast, and we need to be ready for our students to give them new opportunity to learn, because unfortunately for many reasons people will have difficulty to travel in the future. And so this is an opportunity not to miss today. So really seriously, I'm thinking that the e-learning for students or for agents who want to start this new business as well, they should take advantage and go back to me or to Mr. Bajpai or to his team, and I think this is the future. So think over this possibility. And again, thank you everyone to join me with this special edition. And I'm looking forward to more of you in my next workshop. We have more workshop coming up soon. We will have this week something special about Finland. And this is something very, very unique. We have a university from Finland who will join us. We will have a special edition for a study in the US as well. So we have more and more events coming on this week. So it will great if you will join us. And in the meantime, I will say hello to everyone. Thank you to join me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much, Richard. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Kuldeep. Bye-bye, Bajinder.
But